If you haven't seen part 1 yet, we'll give you a quick recap right now. And after that, get ready for some completely unexpected events. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue Arthur's incredible adventure together. A tragic beginning. We were introduced to the strongest king, Grey, who reached the pinnacle of power, then vanished and died alone. A new birth. This king awakened in a new magical world as a child named Arthur, in the arms of a loving family. Signs of power. Since childhood, Arthur was different. He wasn't just a smart kid. He was recalling the memories of his power and martial arts from his past life. And now, his first true journey begins. Arthur rides behind the adventurers on a quiet road, his family following in a carriage. Everything seems perfect, but peace in this world is just an illusion. Suddenly, bandits burst from the trees. The clash of steel fills the air, and the flash of magic lights up the forest. Amidst the chaos, his father yells, "Arthur, protect your mother and run. She's pregnant." Those words struck him like lightning. For the first time, his responsibility isn't to himself, but to protect another life. But amidst the chaos, Arthur spots something he can't ignore. A bandit mage preparing a spell aimed directly at his mother. Without hesitation, and with a movement faster than any child his age, Arthur lunges and pushes his mother out of the spell's path. But in return, he takes the magical blast with its full force. He was already standing on the cliff's edge. The force of the explosion was enough to hurl him into the abyss, falling into the darkness before everyone's eyes, with no one able to save him. When Arthur opened his eyes, he didn't find death. He found a beast. In Arthur's mind, he is still King Grey. And when a king sees a threat, he attacks with all his might. The giant beast raises a single finger and simply defeated him with a finger. And so the strongest king in history found himself eating dirt again. But instead of devouring him, the beast spoke. "You still have much to learn, little Arthur." Here, all the rules of the old world began to shatter. The beast, who we learn is named Sylvia, offered Arthur a strange fruit. The first language between them wasn't words, it was food. But Arthur's real worry wasn't for himself, it was for his family. And here, Sylvia revealed a small fraction of her true power. She didn't just show him his parents were safe to calm him, but to prove she was not an enemy. She is an ally of a kind King Grey has never seen before. After his wounds healed, Sylvia began to teach him something deeper than combat, the philosophy of power. Sylvia says, "What do you intend to do with that power?" Arthur's answer was an echo of his past life. "I will eliminate all who try to take from me what I value." This was the voice of King Grey, the king who died alone. But Sylvia's response wasn't with force, but with a lesson that would change his life. "My hands can tear you to pieces, but they can also touch you gently. Which do you prefer?" In that moment, she was teaching him that true power isn't the ability to destroy, but the ability to choose. Arthur's new answer, "I want to protect the people I value," was the beginning of a new king. Peace didn't last long. A mysterious enemy arrives, and here we see Sylvia's true form. Sylvia is a dragon. The battle was devastating, but she was buying time. Time to deliver her final will. Using the last of her power, Sylvia stops time to give Arthur two gifts, a mysterious egg and a will she integrates into his body. But the most precious gift was the final words, when Arthur abandoned his kingly pride and called her, "Then, you're my grandma." A single word, that shattered the ancient dragon's heart. Inside the portal, Arthur hears Sylvia's last words, calling him by his true name, King Grey. She knew his past, but she believed in his future. When Arthur emerged, he was a different person. The tears on his face were not those of a frightened child, but of a king who had made a promise. The real journey has just begun. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us your opinion on these events. What do you expect will happen in the forest? And do you think Sylvia could return in future events? Hit that like button and comment below. And subscribe if you're new so you don't miss a single moment of our adventure.